Chapter 9, A Special Legacy. Beatrix loved her life in the Lake District. She enjoyed breeding her prize-winning sheep, looking after her property, and spending time with her husband's family. Her life as a children's book author seemed further and further away. In 1924, the Potter family home at 2 Bolton Gardens, South Kensington, London was sold. Although Beatrix's mother was still alive and lived with her and William, Beatrix felt she could finally close that chapter of her life. Beatrix's American publisher had asked for one more book. Her stories were popular in the United States, and Beatrix appreciated the American readers. She did not want to disappoint them. The Tale of Little Pig Robinson was published in 1930, both in England and America. The book was a success in both countries. Beatrix had published 23 best-selling books in fewer than 30 years. What an accomplishment. When Beatrix's mother died in 1932, Beatrix no longer had to worry about looking after her parents. She didn't have to behave or dress in a way that reflected well on her family. Beatrix started wearing the clothes that she wanted to wear. She was often seen walking through her fields with an old sack over her shoulders. She wore men's boots and old sweaters. But Beatrix didn't care what people thought about her. She was happy with her life with William in near Surrey. World War II broke out in 1939. Once again, the events of the war touched the Lake District. Men were called away to be soldiers, and this time there was so much more for Beatrix and William to worry about. They were both older now. It took a lot of time and energy to keep the farms going. One of Beatrix's greatest joys at this time was having the Girls' Guides, the name for the Girl Scouts in England, camp on her property. Many of the girls were from the city. Spending time on Beatrix's farms was their first experience of open space and fresh air. Beatrix remembered how much she enjoyed her family vacation in Scotland as a child. She felt it was important for the Girl Guides to live in the English countryside. On Beatrix's 70th birthday, the Girl Guides surprised her with a special party. They came to the farm dressed as characters from her books. Beatrix was deeply touched. Just before Christmas 1943, Beatrix became sick with bronchitis, an infection of the lungs. She had suffered from the illness her whole life, but now she was older and her heart was much weaker. This time, she did not recover. Beatrix Potter died on December 22, 1943. William was at her side when she passed away at Castle Cottage Farm. Although she was famous all over the world, she had led a simple and modest life. When she died, Beatrix Potter left the farmland she had bought in the Lake District, more than 4,000 acres, to the National Trust. It meant that the land would remain as it was, wild and natural. Beatrix wanted the land to be preserved so that everyone could enjoy it. She also gave children around the world her 23 tales and other books. If I have done anything, Beatrix wrote, even a little to help children on the road to enjoy and appreciate honest, simple pleasures, I have done a bit of good.